Are you tired of feeling overwhelmed by clutter and expenses? You're not alone. Many of us are drowning in stuff we don't need, and it's draining our wallets too. In today's consumer-driven society, it's easy to get caught up in the mindset that more is better. We're constantly bombarded with ads telling us we need the latest gadgets, the trendiest clothes, and the biggest houses. But the truth is, all this stuff is not only taking a toll on our bank accounts, but it's also affecting our mental and emotional well-being. We're living in a world where we're encouraged to accumulate more and more, without ever stopping to think about what's truly important to us. And as a result, many of us are feeling suffocated by our possessions, rather than empowered by them. So what if I told you there's a different way? A way to break free from the cycle of consumption and live a life that's more intentional, more focused, and more fulfilling. This, my friends, is the beauty of minimalist living. Overspending and clutter are two of the biggest problems facing many of us today. We're spending money we don't have on things we don't need just to keep up with the Joneses. And as a result, our homes are overflowing with stuff, our wallets are empty, and our stress levels are through the roof. We're living in a culture that celebrates excess rather than simplicity. We're told that the more we have, the more successful we are. But the truth is, all this stuff is just weighing us down. It's holding us back from living the life we truly want to live. Clutter is not just a physical problem, it's also an emotional one. It's a reflection of our inner struggles, our fears, and our insecurities. It's a sign that we're not fully present in our lives, that we're too busy chasing after the next big thing to focus on what truly matters. When we're surrounded by clutter, it's hard to think clearly, to focus on our goals, and to feel a sense of calm and peace. We're constantly distracted by the mess around us, and we're never truly able to relax. Overspending is another major problem that comes with clutter. When we're surrounded by stuff, we're more likely to buy more stuff simply because we think we need it. We're not taking the time to think about our purchases, to consider whether they truly align with our values and goals. We're not just overspending on physical items, we're also overspending on experiences. We're taking on debt to fund our lavish lifestyles, and we're sacrificing our financial freedom in the process. The effects of overspending and clutter are far-reaching. They're affecting not only our financial health, but also our mental health. We're feeling anxious, stressed, and overwhelmed, and we don't know how to escape the cycle. We're living in a world that's constantly telling us to buy more, to consume more, and to waste more. But the truth is, we don't need all this stuff to be happy. In fact, the opposite is true. When we surround ourselves with fewer, more meaningful possessions, we're more likely to feel grateful, content, and fulfilled. Minimalist living is not about depriving ourselves of things we love. It's about living intentionally, with purpose and clarity. It's about focusing on what truly adds value to our lives and letting go of the rest. At its core, minimalist living is about living simply, sustainably, and authentically. It's about embracing the beauty of simplicity and letting go of the need for excess. One of the key principles of minimalist living is decluttering. This is not just about getting rid of physical clutter. It's also about decluttering our minds, our hearts, and our relationships. When we declutter our lives, we're able to focus on what truly matters. We're able to pursue our passions, to nurture our relationships, and to cultivate a sense of inner peace. Another key principle of minimalist living is prioritizing experiences over possessions. When we focus on accumulating stuff, we're missing out on the true joys of life. We're missing out on the experiences, the connections, and the memories that make life truly worth living. Sustainable living is another essential aspect of minimalist living. This is not just about recycling and using public transport. It's about living in a way that's true to who we are and true to the world around us. When we live sustainably, we're able to reduce our impact on the planet and to create a better future for ourselves and for generations to come. I know that adopting a minimalist lifestyle can be challenging, especially when it goes against the grain of our consumer-driven society. But I also know that it's worth it. When we let go of the need for excess, we're able to find a sense of freedom, a sense of peace, and a sense of purpose that we never thought possible. I'd like to share with you a personal story that illustrates just how powerful minimalist living can be. About a year ago, I was feeling overwhelmed by clutter and debt, I was working long hours, but I was barely scraping by. I was stuck in a cycle of consumption, and I didn't know how to escape. But then I stumbled upon the concept of minimalist living, and everything changed. I started decluttering my home, simplifying my finances, and focusing on what truly mattered to me. And you know what? My life transformed. I felt lighter, freer, and more at peace than I had in years. I'm not saying it was easy, I'm saying it was worth it. Every step of the way, I was challenged to confront my fears, my insecurities, and my limitations. But every step of the way, I was also rewarded with a sense of clarity, a sense of purpose, and a sense of fulfillment that I'd never experienced before. So, what are the benefits of adopting a minimalist lifestyle? For one, you'll save money. You'll reduce your expenses, pay off your debt, and build wealth. You'll also reduce your stress levels, improve your mental health, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. You'll have more time, more energy, and more freedom to pursue your passions, to nurture your relationships, and to cultivate a sense of purpose. You'll be able to live a life that's true to who you are and true to the world around you. In conclusion, adopting a minimalist lifestyle is not just about getting rid of stuff. It's about living a life that's more intentional, more focused, and more fulfilling. It's about freeing yourself from the cycle of consumption and embracing the beauty of simplicity. So I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments below. What are your thoughts on minimalism? Have you tried adopting a minimalist lifestyle? And if so, what were your experiences? Let's keep the conversation going, and don't forget to check out my video on decluttering tips next.